And we are back. The Youth Construct Initiative is an after school program tailored for New York City high school students that are in underserved communities. It offers focused vocational training and construction administration, enabling students to enter the workforce promptly or pursue higher education in construction related fields. Now, joining me now is the executive director of Youth Constructs, Derek Perkinson, and glad to have him on. He's sharing with us, and Derek is a native of Harlem, New York, and then also went on to the Bronx to St. No, Cardinal Hayes High School. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm a native of Harlem. I went to Rice, but we're gonna be friendly for the nature of this discourse. Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Good to see you. Good to be here, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Hey, thank you. Real serious business though. You're having the opportunity to talk to and really engage young people, and I really am glad to have the opportunity to talk to you about this because when we talk about construction, you're offering young people an opportunity to really get into the construction business early. And for somebody that's in it, we know already that seeing particularly communities of color involved in construction isn't always what we see out on the outside.
That's absolutely right. And also, and not only do we get them information and training in the construction fields of architecture, construction, engineering, and real estate development, we're teaching them the back office jobs. We're teaching them how to be project managers, site supervisors, how to read blueprints, how to assess architectural renderings. So you and I know once you get in the office and do the paperwork, now we're economically empowering you to start your own business anywhere you go. Those skills and paperwork and things of that nature are transferable to other things. So we're really setting the kids up to be successful after an 8-month program, readily employable. So I feel great to be a part of this organization.
When we talk about getting young people involved in that, what's the response that you're getting as you're introducing them to this? Because there is one sector of people, and of course I'm not that feels as though this is something that they're not going to really want to engage in. What are you finding?
That's funny you said that. With today's climate with social media, kids see a lot more things than they should be exposed to. So they see the glitz, the glamour, the bling, and they want these things at an early age. And a lot of them don't see college as the route. So and we allowed them to come to our program to be readily employable. 11th and 12th graders, they come one day a week, Tuesday for 2.5 hours. They come Thursday for 2.5 hours on Zoom, and they travel from all over the borough. So when you ask this question, we have over 30 schools that's enrolled in our program that sends us children, and we have at least one student from each borough. Now we right now only have the capacity due to funding to accept 30 students per cohort. So we had 90 students that we had to say not this year. Let's try it again next year and hopefully the year after. We're trying to extend the age limit from just 11th and 12th grade to that demographic that is very impactful, which is 16 to 24, maybe even 25. So we're trying to do a lot of things here, in which everybody's support, we probably can get there. But this is a unique program in and of itself. The business model is uncompared to in the market.
I mean, and let's talk straight. We know that educationally, sometimes our young people decide, listen, I don't want to go the educational route of going to college or, taking the step of going to that university and making it, but I do know what I want to do. I want to engage in something with these skills. And for yourself, an opportunity to introduce that to them at an early age. Talk to me about what happens after they complete the program.
I'm glad you asked that. That was a great question. This is our fourth cohort. The previous three, which I wasn't here for, but the previous three, we still have one graduate from the first cohort who has went into the work field, who our partners, to shout out to our partners, Turner Construction, who provides paid internships at the end of their graduation for the young people to get economically empowered, and then they pick them up to employ them, and he's even in the union. So he even comes back every class on Tuesday, volunteer on his own time, comes after a hard day's work, looking the part, and he is making an impact. We have other young ladies that are interns, and we I think they're given a stipend, and they are doing excellent work first and second cohort that come back and is joining this program. And to your point of college, we have I know we have several students who have went through the program, said, I want to learn more about engineering, and went to college to learn more about this type of field, this type of discipline. So the possibilities are endless. When each graduate is going to have 3 certifications, they're going to have their 30-hour OSHA, they're going to have their site safety training, and they're going to have their notary public, which you know is very valuable in the African Americans family. So they're going to have 3 certifications, knowing that the more certifications they attain, the higher their income, knowing that they explored fields of study that are lucrative, and they can start their own business, looking to go into different disciplines. So it's a great program, great business model, and you will love our founder, Alexis McSween. She's the founder and she's the president of Bottom Line Construction and Development, 100% minority-owned business. Give her credit for the Apollo Victoria, next to the Apollo Theater on 125th Street, the Victoria Theater that she just had.
Yeah, I want to say that, when we look at the program itself and say, listen, here you are not just engaging people in the area of architecture, construction, and engineering and development, you're really doing something with the advancement of lives, right? Because we're preparing people and you're letting people have what the word I want to use is exposure. Talk to me
Mm-hmm.
about how much exposure is making the difference in the lives of these young people.
Exposure is very important. Our staff at Youth Construct are very dynamic people. I just mentioned Alexis McSween, who has a great story in and of herself, to make it this far, to be a very successful businesswoman. And we have Mayola Bolton, who is a founding board member of Youth Construct, and she is a former WNBA player. And her sister Ruthie Bolton is probably more known, but she had her own mark herself, and she runs a very tight ship with the ladies and the students, and she does a great job. So we have that leadership within house. And again, we're still building. I'm currently the executive director, but I'm here essentially alone. And again, the team is there that's in place, but we're still building. So there's opportunity for everyone to be involved, to really spread this out the city, throughout the different boroughs, and ultimately throughout the state and the country.
Talk to me about the paid summer internship, though.
It's great, man. We partner with, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for more partners so that we can employ these 30 students. We want to build capacity to do at least 100 students a year, and have companies say, okay, I'll take these students and teach them more hands-on at the site. So we have our partners like Turner Construction, we have Artemis, we have CPC, we have 4D Construction at this point, and there's a few others. But all our partners are pitching in, providing the paid internship, which pays about $4,000 to $6,000 for the 2 to 3 month internship program they go to after the graduation. So it's a nice little nest egg to get on your feet, especially for a young person, and it's enough to entice them to get more and to go for more. They're not in the street wasting time. They know how to get more, and once you have the know-how, you you know better.
Yeah, you know better, you do better. That's what we say, right?
Better you do better. That's our area. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you, Derek. I want to thank you for being with us and sharing. Great, as I said, to see Harlem homeboy coming back and doing some great things for the community. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you, and come to youthconstruct.org. Check us out. Thank you very much for having me.
Man, you stole my line. I was getting ready to tell the people that, but okay, that's cool. I'll tell them again. How about
Had
that?
to make sure. Had to make sure. Thanks for
Listen,
having
you gotta go back to the boss and say, I told him. I got you, man. I got you. I'm gonna hook you up again one more time. So listen, if you want more information, do visit their website at youthconstruct.org. And we encourage you, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more open coming up right after this.